Good morning, my dear students. My name is Twayna. I am currently available at the Hamlet Tuition Center, Brahmatal, Kathmandu, and the Kumudini Kunja Secondary School, Kathmandu. If you want to contact me, my contact number is 9849135739. You can also contact me through Messenger and Fiverr. My dear students of grade 9, this is your science class, and in your science class we have been studying about the classification of plants and animals. After our previous class, we have discussed after subdivision Gymnosperma, and today we are going to discuss about the subdivision Angiosperma. Okay, Angiosperma, these are the plants which produce seed enclosed in fruit. This is the main feature of Angiosperma. The plants which produce seeds enclosed in fruits, they are kept in subdivision Angiosperma. And some examples you already know: mustard, maize, rice, mango, etc. They are given here. Look at it. This is a papaya. Outside there is fruit, inside fruit there is seeds. Okay, and here in this case also, this is strawberry. Outside is fruit, inside strawberry there is seed. Okay, and basically what produces fruit? The fruits are produced by flowers. Remember, if there are flowers, then the flowers will ultimately develop into fruit. Some fruits can be eaten, some fruits cannot be eaten, but nonetheless they are fruit. Okay, fruits are developed by flowers. So these plants, they produce seed enclosed in fruit, means they are flowering plants. Okay, angiosperm are flowering plants. Yes, the plants which produce seed enclosed in fruit are kept in subdivision Angiosperma. For example, mustard, maize, rice, mango, etc. Some of the features of angiosperms are: they have flower as a reproductive organ which produce seeds. The ovary of the flower develops into fruit, so seed is always covered with fruit. Okay, let me show you the cross section of flower. Okay, let's have a look at this flower. Here you can see this is ovary. This swollen part is ovary. Inside ovary there is ovule. Ovules have ova, and here you can see this is stigma. And you know, these are anthers. Anthers produce pollen grain, which are male gamete. Ovule produce ova, which are female gamete. The pollen grains from anther are transferred to stigma by some means. Okay, and stigma receives the pollen grain, and then a tubule is formed within the style. That tubule is called pollen tube. Through that pollen tube, male gamete travels toward the ovule, toward the ovary. Okay, and from the base of ovary there is a small hole. Okay, through that small hole the male gamete enters inside the ovary, and then it enters into ovule. Okay, and then the male gamete fuses with ova, and this structure, the ovule, it will form seed. Okay, the fertilized ova will form embryo, the ovule forms seed, and the ovary forms fruit. In this way, seed is always enclosed within a fruit. Okay, so that is the major character or major feature of angiosperms. That is a major feature of angiosperms. Okay, any confusion? Well, I cannot take your question right now, but what you can do, I will stay available online. I'll stay available online from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock in Messenger. Okay, you can contact me through the Messenger, either voice call or you can do video call as well. If you do video call, I can do screen sharing to make your confusions clear. Okay, you are allowed to call me. Okay, so I hope you don't have any confusion over here, over this point. They have flower as reproductive organ which produce seeds. The ovary of flower develops into fruit, so seed is always covered with fruit. And second character, the plant body is well differentiated into root, stem and leaves. So this is one of the character which makes it the most advanced among the plant kingdom, isn't it? The leaves are flat and broad, and they can be both aquatic and terrestrial. Well, what with their leaves? They don't have needle-like leaves. Okay, needle-like leaves are the characteristics of gymnosperms. These are just adaptational features. Okay, you can see I've got some examples as well. Okay, this is the typical tree. I guess this is mango tree. Okay, yes, I guess this is mango tree. Yes, and this is the sunflower plant. Okay, let us go to next topic. Well, angiosperm. Within angiosperm there are two classes, and you have studied this since your grade 4 or 5. Yes, monocots and dicots, and the name of class is Monocotyledonae and Dicotyledon. Okay, let us go through the differences. It will make the concept clear. Well, Monocotyledonae are the plants whose seed has only one cotyledon. Okay, you can see this maize. Example of Monocotyledonae is maize and rice, wheat. They have only one cotyledon in their seed. Okay, the plants whose seed has only one cotyledon in their seed, they are called Monocotyledonae. Okay, and the plant whose seed has two or more cotyledons, they are kept in class Dicotyledonae. See, the soybean, mango, okay, apple, oranges, and beans, okay, many more plants. You can see, if you have soybean at your home, you can see it. Just remove the cover of soybean, and inside you can find the cotyledons. Okay, so this is dicotyledon. And in case of monocotyledon, look at here. This is the leaf of monocotyledon. This is the leaf of dicotyledon. You can see the leaf of dicotyledon is broad, but leaf of monocot is narrow. Okay, and the dicot leaf, it has reticulate venations. The veins, they form branch. Okay, one major vein is formed from the base of leaf that runs toward the tip. Okay, and from several points of that major vein, the branches comes off. Okay, and these branches, they move toward the blade of leaf, or the marginal end of the leaf. Whereas in case of monocot leaves, all the veins, they originate from base of plant, base of leaf. All the veins, they originate from base of leaf, and they all move toward the tip of the leaf. Okay, so you can say dicot leaf, they have broad and reticulate venation, and monocot leaf have narrow and parallel venation. Okay, this is about leaves. And next one, you can see the root. They mostly have fibrous type root. Monocot plants and dicot plants have taproot system. Look now at this diagram, it shows you the differences between taproot system and fibrous root system. Okay, okay, next example, next difference is the flower. Okay, flower of monocot plants, they have usually 3 or multiple of 3 petals. Okay, like some flowers have 3 petals, some flowers have 6 petals, some flowers even have 9 petals, but always in multiple of 3. Whereas the flowers of Dicotyledon, they have usually multiple of 4 or 5 petals. Either they have 4 petals or 5 petals or 8 petals or 10 petals, not more than that. 4, 8 or 10. Okay, you might ask me, sir, whether sunflower is monocot or dicot. Sunflower is dicot. So what is the number of petals in sunflower? You said that the number of petals in dicot cannot exceed 10, but there are more than 10 petals in sunflowers. Yes, you are right. But the reality, you just see one flower. Yes, you see this as a one flower, but this is not one flower. This is a composite of hundreds of flowers. This is a composite flower. Okay, you will study that in higher class, higher grades. This is a composite flower which is made up of hundreds of individual flowers. Okay, confusion cleared? That's why the number of petals is it seems to be more than 10, but it has only 4 petals. Each flower has only 4 petals. Okay, you can see at this diagram also. Monocots, they have only 3 petals. Dicot, they have 4 or 5 petals. Okay, next, the vascular bundles are scattered and vascular bundles are arranged in rings. I have told you about vascular bundle previously. Yes, vascular bundle is the bundle which contains xylem and phloem and which transport water and minerals. Okay, in case of monocot plants, the vascular bundles are not arranged properly. They are just scattered throughout the stem. But in dicotyledon plants, vascular bundles are arranged in rings. Shall I show you? Okay, you can look at this diagram. This diagram, it is of monocot, cross section of monocot stem, and you can see the vascular bundles, they are just arranged here and there. They are scattered here and there. But in this case, this is dicot stem. Vascular bundles, they are present only in ring, and within that ring there is no vascular bundle. It is just pit. The pit stores food of the plant. Okay, so these are the major differences between Monocotyledonae and Dicotyledonae. Now I guess I have not given any examples of Monocotyledon and Dicotyledon. Yes, I'm going to give it here. Example: maize, rice, wheat, bamboo, etc. An example of Dicotyledon: mango, apple, beans, not cereals. Okay, all cereals are monocotyledons. Okay, but beans and pulses are dicotyledons. Bean, pulses, yes, and then okay, sunflower, marigold, etc. Okay, any confusion up here? Okay, now let us go to the final part of classification of plant. So why did we study all this scheme? That is to classify the plants. Classify means to provide specific designation for the plant. Okay, I'll give you an example. Maize. First of all, maize. Maize belongs to kingdom Plantae. Yes, maize belongs to kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Plantae has how many divisions? There are 3 divisions. Let me copy the classification scheme once again. That will make it even more clearer. Okay, let me copy this. Control C. Okay, here you can see kingdom Plantae have 3 divisions: algae, bryophyta and tracheophyta. Now maize does not have thallus body. Maize has root, stem and leaves. It has stem means it has vascular bundles. It is vascular bundle bearing plant. That is why maize belongs to division 3, tracheophyta. And within tracheophyta we have Pteridophyta, Gymnosperma and Angiosperma. Pteridophyta, they reproduce by spores. Gymnosperma, they produce seed in cones. Angiosperma, they produce seed in flower. Now maize, they don't have cone. They definitely don't produce spore. They produce seed, and the seed actually we eat it. The maize or the corn that we eat, that is actually the seed of maize. Okay, so we eat the seed. That means definitely it is seed bearing plant. Seed bearing plant, and it also has flower. Although you might be confused, the flower of maize does not have petals. Okay, Just let's have a look here. Flower of maize plant. Okay, you have seen the structures like this. Yes. Okay, look here, you have seen the structures like this on the tip of maize plant and at the corners of the leaves. Okay, so these are actually flowers. They don't have petals. That's why they don't look like flowers, but they are flowers. Okay, so the maize is flower bearing plant. That means maize belongs to subdivision Angiosperma, and within Angiosperma maize are monocotyledonous plant. Okay, so the classification of maize would be kingdom Plantae, division Tracheophyta, subdivision Angiosperma, class Monocotyledona. Okay, kingdom Plantae, division Tracheophyta, subdivision Angiosperma, class Monocotyledona. And scientific name of maize is Gia maize, genus Gia, species maize, and its major characteristics: the seed has only one cotyledon and they have fibrous root system. Well, let us go through next example, mustard. Mustard is also plant, so it belongs to kingdom Plantae. Division, let's see. Mustard, does it have thallus body? No. Does it have thallus and rhizoid? No. Does it have vascular bundle? Yes. So division Tracheophyta. Mustard belongs to division Tracheophyta. Now let us go through division Tracheophyta. There are three subdivisions: Pteridophyta, Gymnosperma, Angiosperma. Okay. Does mustard produce spore? No. Does mustard have cone? No. Does mustard have flower? Yes. Torigo full. We all have seen that. Mustard have flower. Mustard is flower bearing plant. So mustard belong to subdivision Angiosperma. Subdivision Angiosperma. Now within subdivision Angiosperma there is Monocotyledon and Dicotyledon, and mustard belongs to Dicotyledon. Mustard is dicotyledonous plant. Okay, you can have a close inspection on the roots, leaves, flower and seed of mustard. It is dicotyledonous. Okay, and its scientific name is Brassica campestris. Genus Brassica, species campestris, and its major characteristics: the seed has two cotyledon, they have taproot system. Well, I hope there is no confusion up here. And now there are few plants. I have listed 10 plants which are important in view of your final exam. Okay, so you can try these out. And scientific name is also given, like Spirogyra species means you only have to write genus, you don't need to write species. And other plants, there also both genus and species are given. Okay, you can do it. Okay, this much is your assignment. Do this, send me your work in Messenger. Okay, that's all for today. In our next class we will discuss about the classification of animals. Thank you, class.